I'm just,
Right.
what, you know,
Good question.
five grand is a lot of money when you put it against what it costs.
Right.
You know,
Right.
To scrape and paint versus when you already have the merchandise or the steel there. That's what I'm questioning.
Right.
What are they actually doing?
Yeah. That's all. Of course, this would be.
I'm questioning for the public also, because
sure.
there's going to be a question.
This certainly would be a skewed opinion, but the individual who gave this proposal, I think there's more than one, but this one $5,000, said that if you go out and you just scrape it down, and then you put the Rust-Oleum on that, you'll be back in a short period of time. If you go through my plan, he has whatever he's using, the types of things, he's going to give us a guarantee for, I forget, it's either 3 or 5 years.
Well, then he uses better Rust-Oleum. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Okay, George, thank you. Right.
Phil?
Yes, I have a very brief report, and that's a good thing, because activity in the town has been very quiet. And again, that is a good thing. They're taking the portable speed monitoring device to different locations. I don't know how many tickets have been written yet, because they were going to test it out. So next month, we should have the results of what data they have accumulated, and I'll report to you next month. Of course, Supervisor has gone over the situation. So basically, that's my report.
Okay. Thank you, Phil. Ken and I met with the Water and Sewer Department weeks ago, and we tried to put together a plan to reduce the infiltration of water into the sanitary sewer so we could reduce our costs. In essence, what we'll be doing is sending less sewage to the village treatment plant, and as a consequence, it will cost us less. We've been working on this now for 2 years, and last year our amount that we were charged was about $50,000, if I recall, less, because we had reduced the amount of I&I, or this infiltration of water into the sewer system. So we're continuing with that. And a few weeks ago we talked about a new material that you coat the inside of the manholes with. What they do is they go inside and pressure wash the manholes. Any loose mortar and whatnot, they clean all that out, fix it up, and make it nice and smooth on the inside. They dry it out, and then they spray this. It's not plastic. It's a very highly durable material. It's probably a polyurethane of some kind. They spray that on there, and it's supposed to only last 50 years, and it won't leak. And then they pressure check it after they do this to ensure that it's got good continuity. So there were 2 contractors that are going to do 2 manholes adjacent to each other, free of charge, so we could evaluate their process. So Sonder Contracting yesterday did one, and I went out and watched it, and I was pretty well impressed with the material and the cleanliness and all that. So 1 down, 1 more to go. I also met yesterday with the Water and Sewer Department, Joe Klopshin, who was the head of it. We had an individual water sewer bill complaint from a year ago where the person thought they were overcharged. We've come up with a plan to, as best we can a year later, to do a forensic look at that to see what might have caused something like that. Another thing we talked about, which will be in the agenda tonight, will be a Scotchtown water storage tank replacement. Okay. Phil didn't mention, but as the Commissioner of Finance, he and I have had several meetings this week and last week with the Budget Officer, continuing to try to define and refine that. And then as we talked about with Ken's report, we gave a water leak at Scotchtown, and that was minimal. We fixed it right away and got on our business. So with that, under old business, the first item is we've got a request from the Highway Superintendent to advertise surplus equipment for potential bids. Now, Dennis, do we have to have a motion to begin before we do this, to access this equipment? Or is that part of this motion?
It's part of that resolution.
Oh, okay.
What is not in the resolution is the details of any publication, bid, specs, and/or design schedule.
Okay.
I just wrote it down.
All right, well, why don't you go through this thing since you wrote this resolution?
Yeah, not a problem. It simply recites that the superintendent of highways, Steve Anoshak, based upon inspection and analysis of the equipment that they presently have, has made a determination that the listed 6 items are equipment which are of no further use or utilities of the town. And that as such, his department wishes to sell those at public auction, and that this resolution would authorize him to so notice the matter for public sale, pursuant to normal terms and scheduling, and proceed with the sale.
Okay. So what we need then is to establish a date of when we're going to put this in the paper and the bid period?
Yeah, I would recommend that as an amendment or an addition or addendum to this, in the sense that I don't know what his plans are, or if he has any.
I'm sure he doesn't, but we'll have to set the plan tonight if we can.
Is that something he can comply with? I don't know, you know what I'm saying?
All right, well, let's go ahead and do this.
Just want to get rid of
We
it.
just need to declare this as surplus tonight, right? And the rest.
That's correct, and yeah.
That's what we have as a resolution.
Yeah, well, what the resolution basically recites is that you're authorizing him to proceed with normal public bid requirement.
Right.
He can then, within reason, follow the past protocol,
Very good.
advertise, sell.
Right.
Okay, would someone like to make a motion in that regard?
Just one.
Sure.
Just so you know that some of these items were out there already as surplus, and I guess we didn't get enough, or we're allowed to reject the offer.
You can reject any and all.
So some of these items are going back out again, so it's not like we haven't done this before, so we're just going to authorize him doing it again with a couple of additional items.
Yeah, I just want to make sure he follows the normal protocol.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Well, I'm sure Val, you know what protocol he follows, right?
All right. Would someone like to make a motion in this regard?
So moved. Second.
Okay. Can we have a roll call vote, Madam Clerk?
Supervisor Bloomfield,
Aye.
Councilman Capella,
Aye.
Councilman Lyons,
Aye.
Councilman Caterino,
Aye.
Councilman Newell.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Second.
Excuse me?
Pardon?
Yes, I did the second.
Pursuant to what Lou was talking about, somebody drove by a couple of weeks ago, wanted to buy one of these items, and there wasn't nearly enough money, so we brought this along. Okay, the next one is would someone like to make a motion, we approve the minutes of work sessions of August 9th and August 23rd, 2010, and the regular meeting of meetings of August 12th and 26th of 2010.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion or addition?
Yes, I gave the minor changes to Val already, and I was not here for August 12th, so I want to abstain on August 12th.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Okay, the Frank J. Romano Foundation Rock and Run 5K. Sir, could you kind of give us an update on what's going on? Sure, if you would. And for board members, you'll see a little note in here from our town clerk after she talked to Chief Watt today.
First of all, I'd like to thank the board for adding us on short notice. Since our last meeting, we have met with Chief Watt of the Village Police to review traffic control plans. The village will be providing 10 officers at various posts along our route. We have a request pending with the Orange County Sheriff's Office for officers to cover Scotchtown as it is a county road. We have made contact with Fire Chief Cohen, and he's indicated that they would likely honor a request from the village police to assist in any way that they can with traffic control. We have applications for permits pending, of course, with the town, but also with the village and the county. Our insurance certificates have been updated to include the Village of Goshen, Town of Goshen, Goshen High School, and the County of Orange. We have issued a sanitation plan to Mike Mezzalese of the Village DPW in order to ensure proper disposal of trash and recyclables, and we're happy to bring that to you as well. We are in the process of drafting a a list that outlines where our volunteers will be working and the responsibilities that they will have, particularly for the high school students and foundation members. And we've also been in contact with Lisa at Go Back, and she's indicated